Hi friends, welcome to World Cinema Forum. Do you know what is common between Raat Akeli Hai, Haseen Dilruba, Ye Kali Kali Aankhein and Monica Oh My Darling? And now JAANE JAAN. Well, these are all originals from Netflix whose titles have been ripped off from old Hindi songs. These were the thoughts I had before watching JAANE JAAN on Netflix. And to tell you the fact, I kind of liked the movie. Let's get into the detailed review of JAANE JAAN starring Vijay Verma, Kareena Kapoor and Jaideep Ahlawat. The plot. A single mother, Maya D'Souza, played by Kareena Kapoor, finds herself amid murder investigation when her ex-husband Ajit Matre, played by Saurabh Sachdeva, dies. And she becomes the prime and sole suspect. Her neighbor Naren, played by Jaideep Ahlawat, a mathematics genius, helps her as Inspector Karan Anand, played by Vijay Verma, investigates the crime. Will Maya be saved, or will she be caught and get separated from her young daughter Tara, played by Naisha Khan, is the story. Well, an adaptation of the Japanese best-selling novel The Devotion of Suspect X by Kigo Higashino. Sujoy Ghosh's crime drama is not a whodunit, but a howdunit. Its intrigue lies not in identifying the killer, but in discovering how the culprit outsmarts the cops. Co-writers Sujoy and Raj Vasant build the tension quickly when Ajit is murdered, and Maya becomes a suspect because of her dark past. The Devotion of Suspect X isn't just highly awarded, it's also been frequently adapted. JAANE JAAN is going to inevitably remind you of Drishyam, considering the source material is the same, but the former is a much more faithful adaptation. The similarity comes from the act of the police and the criminal both reconstructing the same crime. What is real? Who is lying? But believe me guys, there is more to JAANE JAAN than just being an investigative thriller. The movie explores themes of love, sacrifice, and the fine line between devotion and obsession. Now let's talk about cinematography and music. Cinematographer Avik Mukhopadhyay captures the gloomy climes of Kalimpong adeptly to near perfection. The color palette of the film is such that the final product ends up looking suspenseful and lovely in equal parts, highlighting the beauty and mystery of Kalimpong, lending it its own character. The background score by Shore Police and music by Sachin Jigar complement what is happening on screen. My chief complaint lies with the editing. The runtime of JAANE JAAN could have been cut short by at least 15 to 20 minutes to keep things moving. Now let's talk about performances. Jaideep Ahlawat is phenomenal as a socially awkward genius and a man madly in love. Whether expressing frustration, helplessness, or determination, the actor's performance is on point. His character development deserves special mention, and Jaideep handles it with such maturity, especially shining towards the end. While talking about Kareena Kapoor, she owns every scene she appears in and excels even when her emotions transition from fear to mild annoyance, rage to awkwardness, or sass. Watch out for her in the karaoke club scene with Vijay Verma, where she sways to Helen's tutorial track JAANE JAAN. The third lead, Vijay Verma, also exhibits his prowess as a charming and steadfast cop. He has easy chemistry with both his co-stars. He has been on a dream run since The Hard. Once he is on the screen, he captivates your attention so much that it becomes difficult to take your eyes off him. Now let me tell you what did not work for me in this movie. There are, however, some issues. One and very important one is the lighting. Some of the film's scenes are incredibly dark and it makes it difficult to decipher what the viewer is supposed to focus on. It's a pity, especially because the film is set in a beautiful town called Kalimpong. Even as you watch the film, you are aware of many nooks and crannies in the street that would have been built a beautiful shot with better lighting. The final word? Well, JAANE JAAN has been marketed as Kareena Kapoor's OTT debut. It's a relief, therefore, that the film still feels like an ensemble piece. Kareena smartly and reassuringly plays a part as a team, complementing instead of trying to overpower the scenes. It is a brisk, unfussy performance, almost toe to toe with Verma's. The film, however, belongs to Ahlawat. This is one of his most physically absorbed roles. He plays a gentle giant, his hulking frame cutting bewitchingly through the evening mist. At times, a smile appears unexpectedly on his puckered face, like rain clouds in the desert. I also loved the absolute serenity, and it must be added sensuality with which Ahlawat performs a jujutsu drill. If put in Bruce Lee's word, Ahlawat's performance was like water making its way through cracks. Well, dear friends, Jaane Jaan is no Drishyam, it's no Kahani. But there is something about the allure of the story and an absolutely impeccable Jaideep Ahlawat who made it tough for me to let go of the film. That's the end of the video, guys. If you are liking the content that we are bringing, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you and goodbye.